Welcome to the show. My first guest is Jackie. Jackie, you wrote to the show. Why did you write me?
I'm here to stand up for my 4-year-old granddaughter. I want to protect her. A lot of things going on for her right now. I suspect that she's been sexually molested, and I think the molester is her own father.
And this would be your son-in-law?
Yes.
And why do you think that your granddaughter's being molested?
Numerous things that started out at 6 months old. I went to change her diaper one day, and her private area looked like it had been fondled. And it's been a continuous thing. At 1-year-old, she was put in for another infection. She's been every 6 months. She's always been very sexually explicit about herself. She would get naked and show other people her private parts. And she's been doing this since she was tiny. At 3 years old, the sexual activity from her was getting worse and worse. And the whole time I had been telling Randy, I think someone's been messing with her. I think somebody's messing
and Randy
with your daughter.
is her father?
Yes. And he would always brush it off. Oh, nobody would do that. Nobody would do that. I said, Bull, somebody's messing with this child. This is not normal, small, childlike behavior.
Didn't anybody say, like a doctor say, hey, this child,
yes, sir,
we're suspecting? And so when a doctor says, I'm suspecting that this child is being abused, what's happening next?
The pediatrician at that time was talking about good touch, bad touch. And she told the pediatrician, well, the bad man sleeps in my daddy's bed.
So you believe that her own father is doing this to her?
Last weekend, let me give you for instance, this is the kind of stuff she's pulling. She was in my bed. She talks a lot in her sleep. But she reached over and grabbed my hand, put it in her private area. And it kind of woke me up because she grabbed my hand. And I said, baby, what are you doing? I'm trying to make it feel good. I said, baby, you're in Mozzie's bed. You don't do that in Mozzie's bed. We don't have to do that at Mozzie's house. And then she realized where she was. Oh, Mozzie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said, come on, baby. Let's just go back to sleep. The next day, her privates were burning. She didn't want to go to the bathroom, wouldn't go potty. And then the next morning, Jessica woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. This is her mom.
Your daughter?
Yes, my baby daughter. And was hearing kissing, sucking noises coming from Randy's side of the bed. And she laid there for about 10 minutes to see what it was. And she rolled over and she looked at Randy and she said, what the hell are you doing? Well, the baby's in the bed. She said, I understand that. Well, what the hell are you doing? He couldn't give her an answer until 3 days later while I was sucking blood off my teeth because I hit my teeth on the headboard. I mean, come on.
If all this is going on and you as a grandmother, you suspect this and you think he's doing this and this has all been going on and doctors are saying this, what has your daughter done?
I have continually talked to her. I have told her you can't be riding the fence on this. You cannot ride the fence on this.
Well, what does she say about this?
You have to take her to a doctor. He fights her when it's time for the baby to go to the pediatrician. The last time when she went on Monday, he wouldn't even go in the doctor's office with her because he was tired. He's running scared, and I firmly believe that. And I think once I put that proof in front of her face, she has to cow down to it. She has to realize, instead of making excuses, she has to stand up
Does
for the baby.
Does she make excuses for him?
She has.
Why?
She's been severely battered by him in the past. He has hit her with a car. He has thrown a 20-ounce full pop bottle and hit her in the back with it. He has choked her. He has put her against the wall. He has tried to kick out the car window on the driver's side door when she was 7 months pregnant. He has belittled her. He had her thinking that she was going insane to the point that all of her hair had fallen out of the back of her head and over the left side of her head she was bald. She was so embarrassed.
So are you saying that she's scared of him?
I think it's gotten to the point that she doesn't feel she's got the fight left in her to do it.
But you okay, maybe you don't have the fight for yourself, but you let your 4-year-old daughter be abused by somebody and you don't put up a fight, you don't say anything?
This is your fault, and I'm not doing anything to my kid.
I know somebody's been messing with my daughter.
Jack, you took a lie detector test
Yes,
for
I
the
did.
show. You were asked, are you coaching your granddaughter to say that her father sexually molested her? And the results for your lie detector test. You've got tickets at NBCUni.com. You say that he hit her with a car.
Yes, he did.
He threw a 20-ounce bottle.
Full 20 ounces. He hit her
Liquid's
right
liquid. I
spine
think
with
if you get hit by 20 ounces in anything, it's going to hurt.
Yep.
All this is happening. Granddaughter, her daughter might be being abused by this guy, and she's 3 months pregnant by him.
That's correct.
So she's not bothered too much because she's still sleeping with him.
She's scared to death to be alone.
Come on.
Bottom line.
Okay, scared to death to be alone, but you sleep with the guy that you think is doing this to your daughter? How come this guy's not being locked up, dragged off to jail?
Because she won't let me.
You know
She
what?
has to be the one to sign the complaint.
Well, you know, that's not true anymore. I mean, I know that for a fact as a former policeman. Anybody can sign a complaint for domestic battery. And that's what needs to be done.
There has been one signed. But because she went right back to him, you know, what is it, a wolf cry?
Well, let me ask you something. And this is what scares me. How do I prevent my daughter from growing up to be your daughter? And I'm not saying that like I'm trying to insult you, but seriously, I hear these stories, and I saw it when I was a policeman. These girls, they're taking all this abuse. They're letting men beat them, run them over, abuse their own children. Why would a woman stay in that relationship if all that is going on? Why isn't a woman strong enough to say, I'm not taking that?
She is scared.
You know what? We're all scared about different things in life, but you know, when it comes to your children, you can be scared, but you have to stand up for
I'm
them.
not defending her. I'm not defending her. That's why I'm here.
Okay. And you're here today because you think this is happening to your granddaughter. You want to put a stop to it.
I'm about 98% sure that this has been a done deal.
And you know for a fact that he's definitely been abusing your daughter.
Yes.
And what do you want to happen?
What I would like to happen
Yes.
is for my thoughts to be proven true that I'm not a crazy old bat, okay? I have not taught this child anything like that.
Have you been accused of that?
Yes,
By who?
I'm sure by Randy. I think he is a sorry SOB as a man, as a provider, and as a father.
All right, well, at least you're taking some action. You think a 4-year-old, your granddaughter's being abused, and at least you're here and you're taking some action.
My ideal
So
situation?
I want to say thank you for at least doing that.
Thank you.
And this is your son-in-law.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring him out.
There we go.
Why are you going to sit there and say I'm saying
get
all
with
this
me.
stuff?
Don't
I
get with
care.
me,
No,
man.
you need to be quiet. Listen.
No, you
I
shut
ain't
your
saying
damn
nothing.
pie
No,
hole.
I ain't doing my
Shut
kid.
up.
I don't know why you sit there and keep saying
Prove
that
it
I'm
to
doing
me.
something.
Prove
Hey,
it
I
to
already
me.
have. I got a
Prove
lie
it to
detector
me.
test. That's the proof right there.
Go
You
ahead.
already know.
Go
Because
ahead.
why you going to
Prove
keep
it
on
to
sitting
me.
there and saying that I'm doing stuff to my kid?
If you're not doing it, who is?
No, you are. I don't know what the hell is going on. All I know is the fact that you sit there, you drink every day, you take her off by herself, and then you start putting this head. You're drunk all
Randy,
the
you
time.
better shut up.
I don't care what you say right
I
now.
do drink. I don't give a damn.
Yes, you do drink, and you drink
I
all
don't
the
hurt
time.
that baby.
Oh, you don't hurt the baby.
No.
No, hurt the baby ain't sit there putting stuff in her head that ain't
I
true.
have never said anything
Oh,
like
but
that to
whatever.
her. I've never said anything
No,
like that to
whatever.
her. You're
You
full.
know have.
I
Yes,
have
you
not.
have.
I've
Yes,
never
you
said
have.
that to that baby.
Yes, you
I will
have.
not feed
You
poison
have.
to that baby.
Whatever. I don't care what you say. You know it's true.
Listen, who cares if she drinks herself?
I raise
drunk
my
every-
kids
Hold
without
on.
drinking a drop.
Hold on. Who gives a damn? I mean, you're on this show because there's allegations that your daughter's being sexually molested.
But I'm not doing anything to my kid.
You're not
I love
doing
my
anything.
daughter.
Stop it either.
Do you believe that somebody's molesting your daughter?
I don't know what's going on. I would love to find out.
What do you
All
mean
I
you don't know what's going
I don't
on?
know,
Are you her father?
Yes, I am.
Then
her
why
father.
don't you know what's
I did.
going on?
I took it to the
Why
doctor.
don't you know
I
what's
took it to
going on?
the doctor. I took it to the doctor. He said he didn't know what was going on. He said that there was yes, but there was no penetration or anything like that, saying that nobody actually...
Did any doctor ever voice his concern that, man, maybe your doctor?
No.
So she's making that up?
What?
I did take her to the doctor. I was there with my wife, and you know I
Jessica.
was. Was you there? No.
Ask
I was
Jessica.
there with her. Me
You
and
ain't
my
been there
wife.
every time?
Yes, I have.
You were there last time. That's right. And you sat in the truck when she took her in, right? Because
No, I
you're
did
too
not.
tired. Oh,
No,
my
I
God.
did not.
You're
Did
lying.
you go in?
Yes.
So she's just making this up?
So you're telling me
Yes,
Jesse's
because she
lying?
doesn't like me. She's pissed off.
Why
with me.
doesn't
You
she
tell me
like you?
Jesse's lying.
Why doesn't she like you?
I don't think she's trying to sit there and break me and my wife up. Me and my wife, well, you know, we had a bad relationship at one time, and I left. Because we were arguing all the time, you know, and I couldn't deal
Were
with it
you
no more.
physically violent with your wife?
No.
Be the truth, man.
No.
Tell
no,
the truth.
No.
Tell the truth.
No.
Tell the truth.
No.
You
So
liar.
you never put your hands on her? You never ran her over with the car?
No.
Do you want the truth?
I have to have the truth.
Who do you...
Oh, this is Goodman Acker right now.
Let me ask you something. As a father, you're her father. Do you feel like there's something going on with your daughter? Do you feel there's something wrong, that there's something off?
Yeah, I mean, she goes around, yeah, she takes her clothes off, but she's got...
Is she showing her privates to people?
No, you know...
Do you ever hear about your daughter talking about the bad man?
Yeah, I have.
And that doesn't give you concern as a
Yes, it
father?
did give me
What,
concern.
a little girl is talking about the bad man? How,
Yes,
how
I
does
mean,
she
I
get
did-
that in her head?
I don't know, and
Did
I've
you
been trying to
investigate this?
Yes, I mean, I've been trying to figure it out. I've been trying... I talked
How
to
did you
her.
try to figure it out?
By talking to her, asking her who the bad guy was. You know, where is the bad guy, you know? All I know is when Jackie takes her off by herself, she sits there, she points and stuff, telling her, you know, what does that happen in here? Does he do this? You know, and I'm thinking that all this right here is putting stuff in her head and making her think that
Who's
something's
putting it in
actually...
her head?
She is.
You're a liar.
And why? And she's putting that in her head for what purpose?
I have no idea. I really don't know.
You
I
have
would love
no
to know.
idea?
I don't know why she would want to put stuff like that in her head, other than the fact that she don't like me.
So you think she would accuse you of being a child molester to your own daughter because she doesn't like you?
Well, I don't have no other answer because I know that as far as infections, that right there was from soap. I asked the doctor about it.
She's getting all these infections from having soap.
The doctor told me, he said that the soap causes...
How old are you? How old are you?
35.
35. How do you manage to become 35 and become such a dope?
I know the dope. I know what's going on.
No, you know what? No. And I say it because I definitely am not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not. I barely finished high school. But what I don't is I go through life with my eyes open. And when I see something that I don't feel comfortable with or I think is a little bit wrong, I'm questioning it. Whether it's this show, whether it's my personal life, whether if I'm walking down the street and I see somebody doing something I don't think is appropriate or right, I stop and I take action or I say something. But you have no idea what's going on.
Well, I don't know why she's sitting there saying that. I tried to talk
Why are
to
you
her.
here today? Why'd you come?
Sit there and prove that I'm not doing anything to my kids.
So you've been accused by her and anybody
Yeah.
else?
No,
Not
just
just
her.
me.
Yeah, just you.
Is it just me?
Yes, just you.
No. No, it's not.
And your marriage now with your wife, how's that?
Me and my wife get along great.
You get along great.
Right.
Does she have any concerns? She ever voiced concerns about what's happening to your daughter?
Yes, me and her had talked about as far as like the bad guy and stuff. Yes, we talked.
Anything else?
There's nothing else been talked about. I mean, because infections, we went to
Okay,
the doctor.
you know what? You know what?
We
Okay.
wouldn't find out
We're
what
not
was
going to get
going
back. You know what? We're not going to get back to the soap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask both of you to leave the stage. I'm going to bring your wife out. How you doing, Jessica?
Good.
You're 3 months pregnant?
Yep.
You want to sit down and make yourself comfortable?
No, I'm kind of nervous.
You're kind of nervous?
Yeah.
Why are you nervous?
I know somebody's been messing with my daughter.
You know that somebody's been messing with your daughter?
The way that she puts things to me,
You know what? Just for the concern for your unborn child, why don't you have a seat?
you she says things to me, she'll tell me that the bad man makes her tutu feel good, and I'll ask her how. She'll take her pants off, and she'll do a circular motion like a grown woman would. Now, a child that's just finding out about themselves doesn't do stuff like that.
Okay, that's pretty shocking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as a mother of a 4-year-old, you see that, that's got to be, like, horrific. Is Randy aware of this? Well, then why does Randy come out here and just, like, he never talks about that? He's like, you know, it's just a bad man and some soap is causing some problems. How does your husband fail to mention that, even though we have a concern about that?
I don't know. Me and him have talked about it before. I've asked him if it could have been a member of his family, and he always made sure that he defended them and told me that it was definitely not anybody like that. And
Is your husband's behavior, do you feel ever strange with your daughter?
yeah.
And why do you feel that it's strange?
It's just, he acts really, really protective of her. I mean, not to the protective like a father is, but like he has to be around her 24/7. And, you know, just be right there with her.
Who do you think is touching your daughter?
I'm hoping it's not him, but that's the person I'm thinking it is.
So you believe that it is your
Yeah.
husband touching your daughter like that? Now, your mother has come out and, you know, she obviously doesn't like who you're married to.
No.
Has he been abusive to you?
Yeah.
Physically?
Yeah. We were arguing out in the parking lot, and he hit the gas, and instead of making sure that I was out of the way, he hit me with the car. And he's thrown me up against the wall. The last time I was pregnant, he says he didn't mean to, but he hit me in the stomach.
What do you mean he hit you in the stomach?
He hit me in the
He
stomach.
punched you in the stomach?
No, he pushed.
He pushed you in the stomach while you were pregnant.
Yes.
What happens if you don't call the police and this keeps going and your daughter keeps getting abused?
What happened?
Come see the saving tip for Cat.
Tell me, your mom was telling a story about something happened in bed. Tell me that story.
I woke up. I heard something like it was a weird kissing type noise, and I sat there and I listened for about 10 minutes. And I rolled over. I said, "What the hell are you doing?" And he said, "In bed." I said, "I know that." I said, "What are you doing?" And I didn't get an answer. So I asked him about 2 or 3 days later, and he said that he was sucking his teeth.
You know what, Jessica, here's the problem I got. If you wake up and you hear a sound that something's running through your head and it doesn't sound right, and you know your daughter's in bed, why wouldn't you get up, turn the lights on, and say, "What the hell is going on?"
I didn't think about it.
Has your daughter ever said that Daddy did this to me?
Yes, she has. And she said that Daddy makes her tutu feel good in the bathtub.
Your daughter says Daddy makes her tutu feel good in the bathtub.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was from just, you know, him washing her from the bathroom.
No, you know what? No 4-year-old is saying that no matter what. I mean, unless there's something very inappropriate going on. Why didn't you call the police? As soon as your daughter says, "Daddy's doing this to me and it makes me feel good," why aren't you calling the police?
I'm scared too.
You're scared to call the police? Why? Were the police going to come lock you up?
Okay, what happens if I do call the police and they decide that there's nothing going on, and it still happens, and we
Then
get a
I'll put
divorce?
an end to it myself if I'm the father and the mother.
I talked to him.
Have you at least confronted him on it?
I didn't know how. I tried to talk to him about taking her to the doctor a few
Okay,
times.
here's the deal. You don't have to be scared now, right? Because you have me. And the thing about it is, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in the audience who feel the same way I do, you know what? He took a lie detector test, but I mean, you hear the story, and there's certainly some irresponsibility on your part. There's some real lack of parenting skills or concern for your own child. I'm sorry, there is.
There's no doubt, but I'm taking a step
Hold on. But I hear the story, and your husband comes on. He never mentions any of this, and you're saying, your mother's saying it, that your daughter's saying these things, these horrible things that are happening, and she's acting inappropriately. You're saying it, and he's saying, hey, man, it's a bar of soap, and that's the only problem here. You're afraid to confront him. You're afraid to call the police. What can he possibly do that you would take action?
I need to see it for my own,
But you have seen it. Your daughter is saying Daddy's touching me. He's making me feel good down there. You don't have to see it. She's telling you.
But when the doctor's telling you that the child can make up stories, what are you supposed to do?
You know what? Then I punch that doctor in the face. That's what I do. It says here, what does he do before she goes to the doctor and after her first day of school?
When I talked to him about taking her to the doctor, when we first started thinking something was going wrong, he told me not to let the doctor talk her into saying it was him. I said, the doctor doesn't do that.
I'm really frustrated with you, and I know you're pregnant, and I'm trying to control my temper and everything here, but you say these things, and I go, you're not doing anything to protect your own child. But here's the million-dollar question. Why in the world would you sleep with him and get pregnant again?
I was just doing what I thought I was supposed to do as a wife.
And you know what? And I can say, if you really thought that, if you were doing what you thought you should do to be a wife, then I say, how come that's not your thought process as a mother? What's that?
I do love him.
You love Randy?
Yes. But I need answers.
More than your daughter?
No.
Your one daughter, you have this feeling as a mother, she's being abused, and you're afraid to confront him, you're afraid to call the police, but you're going to have another one? And if you really believe that he's doing this to your daughter, isn't he just going to go right on to the next one? Do you want the truth?
I have to have the truth.
You took a lie detector test before the show, right? And the results for your lie detector test is that... Don't run! Don't run off stage! Call me at 1-888-STEVE-07. He took a lie detector test before the show, right? Mm-hmm. What if it comes back he's molesting your daughter? What are you going to do?
I'm going to hurt him. I want to do my best to hurt him.
How about, you know what? You go backstage and you pick up the phone, you call 911 and have him locked up. I mean, do you really need a lie detector test to do that? You know what I mean? You're having babies with him. Are you gonna leave him?
Yeah.
You're gonna leave him.
Yes.
Do you still love him? Do you love this guy?
I do. I care about him. We've been together for 7 years.
So what? Doesn't sound like 7 years of paradise. It sounds like 7 years of like, man, I'd like to end this 7 years.
He said he's stressed out.
About what? What could possibly stress you out to molest your own child? You know, it seems like you're the one that's stressed out.
Yeah, a lot.
You know what? When he came out here, it didn't seem like he was stressed out. You seem like you're stressed out about this.
Yes.
This kind of stress can't be good for your baby. The stress of you have these concerns about him, and now you're having another baby with him.
That's why I agreed to come here.
Do you want the truth?
Yes, I do. I don't care what it is. I have to have the truth.
And what would you want the truth to be?
I would hope that he was telling the truth.
You're hoping he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
But even if he's telling the truth, do you believe somebody's doing something to your
Yes, I
daughter?
do.
You know, your husband is refusing to come back out on stage.
Why?
He's your husband. Why do you think he won't come back out?
Because he feels like everybody's making him look like a bad guy.
He's the only guy who made himself look like a bad guy. Why don't you want to come back out?
Because it's frustrating right now.
What's frustrating?
Because I know I'm not doing anything to my kid.
Well, then if you know you're not doing anything good, you came here, you took a lie detector test. We haven't even got to those results. You came out on stage. You said you didn't do anything. You know, you're talking about soap. You've never mentioned the fact that your wife comes out and says, no, your daughter says, Daddy makes me feel good in my private parts.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I'm not
Well,
doing that.
you wouldn't yourself bring that up and say, this is a concern. My daughter's saying this. I need to get to the bottom of this.
I do, and I want to get to the bottom of it, but I'm saying,
Are you going to get to the bottom of it hiding back here?
No, I know I'm not, no.
All right, well, then get your ass out on the stage. Now, if this is your moment and you feel strong enough about your daughter and what's going on with her, if you have something to say to your husband, I suggest now would be the time to say it to him.
Baby, why would she say that Daddy made it feel good if it's on you?
I don't know why. I would love to know why, but I'm not doing anything to my kid. I love my daughter. I mean, I love her with everything in me. She's the best thing I got going in my life. I mean, other than you, and I don't want anything to happen to our family. I love our family. I want, you know, I'd love to find out what's going on. I mean, that's why we take her to the doctor. That's why when we first started talking about it, I told you to take her to the doctor. I said, anytime you want to go, I'll go. I mean, if I can't go.
When I was talking about taking her to the doctor, did you tell me not to let the doctor talk her into thinking it was you?
It's not me.
But why would you say the
Because
doctor
your
would try
mama
to do
sits there and
that?
talks to her off by herself all the time and sits there and blames me all the time. Sits there saying that I'm doing something that I know I'm not doing.
And you think the mother-in-law is just lying on you, right? Because she doesn't like you?
I know she don't like me.
And what would be the point of your wife saying this about you?
I don't know.
You were there when she told the doctor that the bad man sleeps in my daddy's bed.
Yes, and I don't understand what that... I didn't do that. I'm not doing anything to my kid.
Jack, you took a lie detector test?
Yes, I
For the
did.
show. You were asked, are you coaching your granddaughter to say that her father sexually molested her? This is yours. Have you ever touched your daughter for sexual gratification? This is the big one here now. Christina, you were asked, did you fabricate the story that your niece told you that her father was touching her in a sexual manner? And the results for your lie detector. Let's bring your mother-in-law back out.
Look here, you son of a bitch. Can I get them results back today? Guess
Yeah,
what?
you can put because you know it's wrong. Sit
better
there,
be.
right. No, I didn't do I'm telling you, I didn't do nothing to my kid.
Because what's going to happen is that one and that one are coming with me.
I don't know the results. I read them as the show goes on. But you say you want to put these test results somewhere? I'll put them wherever you want if you pass. How's that? Jack, you took a lie detector test
Yes,
for
I
the
did.
show. You were asked, are you coaching your granddaughter to say that her father sexually molested her?
Okay? This is the other daughter. sorry.
This is...
This is Christina.
Oh, okay.
This is the older
I think we
sister.
punched him in his mouth. That's what's going to happen.
Just stand here.
You seem very upset about the situation?
Yeah.
Why are
No,
you...
I'm not doing nothing to my
With
daughter.
your daughter, I've never said one thing to you. But when your
But you
daughter
know I've
tells me,
never done-
Randy, shut your mouth. When she tells me, and I don't make up things, and I don't tell her anything.
But I'm not doing nothing to
What
my
has she
daughter.
told you?
I give her a bath one night. She was standing there in my house. After she got done taking a bath, she went. I told her, you know, she come in my room. Me and her were talking, and I had named everybody in the house, everybody in the family. She told me that nobody else was touching her. And when I named him, that was the only one that she said yeah.
Jackie, you were asked, are you coaching your granddaughter to say that her father sexually molested her? You answered no. Are you touching your granddaughter in a sexual manner? No. Did you fabricate the story that Randy is touching your granddaughter in a sexual manner? And you answered no. And so for your knowledge, she's telling the truth. And because you spend a lot of time, you did spend a lot of time with the granddaughter, with
my own
your
daughter.
niece, and so we gave you a lie detector test also.
Yep, that's that.
You know what's funny is here's the aunt, here's the mother. Everybody's showing this mother crying. They're all upset, and you just
I'm not doing nothing to my daughter.
okay. You just I try to read people, and I don't like what I'm reading right now. Christina, you were asked, did you fabricate the story that your niece told you that her father was touching her in a sexual manner? You answered no. Are you lying that your niece showed you how her father touches her? You answered no. Did you coach your niece to say that her father was touching her in a sexual manner?
No.
You answered no. And just like Mom, the results of Christina's lie detector test is that she told the truth.
That baby, I'm not going to touch my child. That baby talks.
So this is the big one here now. This is yours. Why don't we move you over just a little bit?
That might be a good idea.
And we'll get Orlando up there because I guess I got to protect you too. I'd rather not. Feel good?
Yeah, I feel good.
Feel good, huh?
Yeah.
Not nervous?
No.
Did you get plenty of sleep last night?
Yeah.
We feed you good?
Yeah, everything was fine. I know.
Everything's fine?
Look, just get to
No,
the
no, no. I want to make sure. Because I hear, oh, I didn't sleep well. You guys didn't feed me. That's why I failed. So I just want to make sure you fed well and got a good night's sleep.
Let's get on with the test.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm fine. Just get on with the
Okay.
test.
All right. Have you ever touched your daughter for sexual gratification? And you answered,
No.
have you ever touched your daughter in a sexual manner?
No.
Have you ever made your daughter touch you in a sexual manner?
No.
Were you touching your daughter in a sexual manner while Jessica was in bed with you?
No.
And the results for your lie detector test is that Randy, somebody before the show asked me, is this real?
Yeah.
Is this real? Are these actors?
No.
You tell me, is this real?
No, it's heartbreaking.
Is it real? Is that guy real? And call 888-994-5567 now. Have you ever touched your daughter for sexual gratification? And you answered,
No.
have you ever touched your daughter in a sexual manner?
No.
Have you ever made your daughter touch you in a sexual manner?
No.
Were you touching your daughter in a sexual manner while Jessica was in bed with you?
No.
And the results for your lie detector test is that, Randy, you did not tell the truth. No, no, don't run. Don't run. Don't run off stage. What the for? Stop. Stop him. No. 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 Give it to him. Stay. How come yours isn't?
I don't know, but that's bull. I ain't touching my shit.
I didn't even have to, you know what? I didn't even have to get your lie detector test.
I don't care about your lie detector test. All I said is not
and you know
true.
what? Maybe your wife now does. Maybe your
That is
mother-in-law
not
does.
true. That
maybe
is
your
not
sister-in-law
true.
does. And maybe now somebody finally will pick
That
up
is
the
not
phone
true.
and call 911.
That is not
and then
true.
you ask and then what? You find out you passed
I did not do nothing. I did not do nothing.
and you run
I
like
did
a
not
off
do nothing.
stage.
No, I'm not a
You
coward.
run.
No, that's not true.
No
That is not
explanation for your
true.
wife.
That is not true.
You keep
That lie
saying, you know
detector
what?
test
You
is
keep
not
saying
true.
it. Keep saying
It
I'll make it
is.
right, huh? You run like a coward.
I'm not a coward. That's
Did your daughter get a chance to run? Does your daughter get a chance to run?
I ain't doing nothing to my daughter.
Well, why can't you pass the damn lie detector test then?
That mother. I ain't doing nothing
That
to my
mother,
kid.
Everything that
I
you
ain't
do,
doing nothing to my kid. I am not doing
You know
nothing
what?
to my kid.
everything that you do as a father, everything that you explain is a guilty man.
I
No
am not guilty.
father.
I am not
You know
doing
what?
nothing to my
And you're the
kid.
worst father. You
I take care of
Yeah,
my
you keep
kids.
saying that to me, but you know what? You can say that all you want to me.
I'm not
Because
doing
you know
nothing to
what?
my kids.
I'm not being accused of anything with my children. You're the one that accused, and you're the one failing a lie detector test result.
I ain't doing nothing to my kids.
You keep saying that. But you know what? You keep saying it. You keep saying you're not doing anything. But now, maybe now,
I ain't doing
your
nothing to my
wife
kids.
and your mother-in-law, somebody will pick up the damn phone
I
and
ain't
will
doing nothing to my
investigate
kids.
your ass, and then you'll get your ass thrown in
I
jail.
am not doing nothing
Get
to
the
my
hell out of here. Get out of here. Dirtbag. May you rot now. Somebody before the show asked me, is this real?
Yeah.
Is this real? Are these actors?
No.
You tell me, is this real?
No, this heartbreak, this family...
This guy back here who runs backstage, and if he says the F word long enough and loud enough, it's going to make all his problems go away, going to make everything right in his life? Is it real? Is that guy back there real?
That's what he always does. He runs.
Grandma, you took the first step. You did the right thing. You did something.
You make sure I get a copy of that,
Oh, you're going to get whatever you want.
and I'm going to finish it up.
I mean, truthfully, you know what? And you know what, Jessica? It's nice that your sister's so involved and loves your child, and it's nice that you got a mother that's involved in your life and loves your child. But you know, now, you really have no excuse not to call the police, not to do everything you can
get
to
him
make
locked up?
sure to get him locked up, to get answers.
You should have let me hit him with that baseball bat.
Everything that you need to do now to protect your daughter so this never, ever happens again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. A few days after the show, we received this email, and I wanted to share it. Steve, I would like to thank you for all your help. We have taken the next step as far as we can go for now. There's a personal protection order against Randy, and he is to have no further contact with my granddaughter until Child Family Services has conducted their investigation. Furthermore, she will have to go through a forensics exam and a full physical. It's going to take a minute to get on top of things, but we will let you know whatever else comes up. Thank you again for all your help in opening Jessica's eyes for us. We will keep in contact. Thanks, Christina and Jackie.